What is happening? Welcome to another pitcher video breakdown. My name is Nick Pollack, founder of pitcherlist.com, former pitching coach, former college pitcher, all that fun stuff. But today, it's Carrasco. So he had this interesting start against the Giants last week where he threw a slider in his first inning, allowed a 2-run homer, and then 6 innings of 0 earned runs against the Giants, who were a great offense, because he leaned on his changeup a lot. And that's actually what we're going to see in this start as well. I don't know if we're going to see in this inning. We're going to check out the third inning of Carrasco. But what we need to be focusing on with Carrasco is that when he's at his best, it's changeups and sliders are getting whiffs. They're getting tons of strikes. And his fastball is not his best pitch. It's his third best pitch easily. And he's trying to sneak it in and get strikes and not allow batters to make contact with it. Because when that happens, bad things happen for Carrasco often. What we've seen so far this year is the changeup and slider haven't both been working in tandem yet. And hopefully we get to see that maybe today a little bit. So this is the Marlins' third inning. Let's see how this goes. So he tries to start him off with a changeup there and misses. Up and in. Looks like they're going inside now. Probably a fastball setting up of that. No, another changeup, and I really like that. So after missing with the changeup here, this is a down and in slow ball. Where instead of giving a fastball to try and say, okay, cool, you just missed with the changeup, let's throw a fastball, he's going to take advantage of the fact that Rojas is probably looking for this. And this dives out of the zone. And almost gets an out. And look, I'm going to say this very quickly. What is the very best? Actually, you know what? I'll save the thing later because I think that's what's going to happen here. You get a free strike, which is really nice. Right? It's either that's going to be a strike or an out likely. You're probably not going to get burned on it. You could be taken for a ball, but there's so much drop on the changeup right now. That's not going to happen. Oh, wow. And there's the slider actually getting a whiff, and Rojas is just telegraphing now. He swung at the changeup, foul. Now he's swinging at a slider that goes, it doesn't really look like a strike for too long. I mean, that drops quickly. And that's so not a strike. But he's selling out for a heater. And if I'm Carrasco, I am not giving him one. Or if I am, it's out of the zone up. And cool, let's give me a terrible camera angle so I have no idea what pitch that was. It was a changeup or a slider. I'm going to try and guess here. I'm going to say it was a changeup. I don't know. They're telling me over here it was a changeup. Okay. What? That's so strange. So they were saying that the foul ball was a sinker at 90, which I don't think is right. I think it's just a hard changeup. And then the whiff was I don't believe any of this. And they're still here. Get out of here. Okay. All right, so there's a curveball. So essentially, Carrasco's like, yeah, I'm not going to give you a four-seamer. Sorry for all that confusion, but they just give me the worst camera angles, which is from the side. I can't tell you anything from that. It was 2 off speeds. They're saying on the right here that those were both changeups. This was a curveball, and that's an out. And here's the thing, y'all. It's 2-2, right? It's a 2-2 pitch. What is the best pitch you can throw in any count? But really, just think about it right now, 2-2. You're thinking, oh, it's going to be a swing and a miss because then he gets a strikeout. In reality, this is just as good. In any situation, the best outcome is not a whiff. It is not a called strike. It's not a foul ball. The best outcome is an out. And Carrasco got an out, and that's fantastic. Curve is, is a surprise pitch that he didn't give into a fastball. I like it. I like that he's able to throw that for a strike. It was a bit hung. And Rojas didn't take advantage of it. He should have realized that he's not going to throw him a heater, so then that would be off speed. And I don't really think it was the best pitch, but hey, he had the brass, the guts to throw a curveball there and got it out, so that's fine. It's not really how Carrasco does it. And there's a fastball for a strike. Against Jazz Chisholm, he might have been looking for off speed, and he snuck in a fastball. Good. That's how Carrasco's supposed to use his fastball. Now do not throw another fastball. And he throws a curveball, and he didn't throw that one for a strike. I think Jazz would not have swung at that if it were a strike. I mean, that's actually really tempting of a pitch. He would have swung over that if he were. But it does seem to me that Jazz is like, no, I'm not going for that now. So not going back and forth, fastball, off speed. I think you can stick with off speed. Do not play the yo-yo here. And he does. He goes with a curveball, misses terribly, and that's not good. Now you got to, whatever you can throw for a strike, you have to do here at 2-1. Fastball is what Jazz is probably looking for. If you can throw a changeup for a strike, that's great. Maybe backdoor slider. He goes with a sinker and he gets the out. Oh, love it. Look at Jazz not even giving up the bat. The main takeaway from this is that it lands off the plate, and he's taking advantage of the fact that Jazz wants a fastball. I dig this. It is it could have been ball 3. If Jazz is more disciplined, he does realize that that's going to fade out of it, but that's really hard to tell. A lot of movement here for Carrasco. Solid pitch, surprisingly. I know it might not seem like it because it's not a strike and it's a little elevated, but it takes advantage of the fact that Chisholm was looking for a heater there, and you're able to get it out. You put it in a place that is hard to say no to, especially if you're doing that. So now Aguilar is up, probably secondary pitch. No, tries to go with a fastball, doesn't get it. And now he feeds off of that and throws a really nice slider. That's an excellent one. That's prime Carrasco slider. Really dig that one. And that's a strike too. Like, that's not even, that lands here. That's not bad at all. 1-1, changeup, probably mess with him. Yes, that's exactly what he does. Maybe that was a sinker, but I think that's just a hard changeup at 90. Now 1-2, throw a slider again. He does, and he gets the out. So who cares? Could have been a changeup there. Bad camera angle. I blame it. I blame the bad camera angle. They're saying that no way. There's no way. They're saying that this is a changeup and not a slider. I feel like that is too much of a hump. I don't know. It's good off-speed stuff, and that's what matters. I blame New York's camera angle. Look at this. The right of the mound is here. This is where it lines up. Are you joking? There's so much room. Give me better camera angles. All right. But that's Carlos Carrasco. What's good about this is that he didn't give in with heaters. That's generally how he gets beat. Is he throws mistake fastballs and then they get crushed. And that's bad. You're seeing a lot of movement here. Good off-speed stuff. He's trusting it a ton, getting strikes with it, getting outs. That's what Carlos Carrasco does effectively. Now, he didn't overwhelm. Something to think about is it's not, if the Marlins batters were more patient, I forced him to throw more in the zone. You can see more walk rates. You can see he can get into trouble quickly, and then he has to throw that fastball for a strike and throw that slider for a strike, etc. Keep that in mind with Carrasco. He has to be getting these swings out of the zone a ton, and if he's not doing that, then it will falter. But hopefully Carrasco builds off this. His changeup is obviously in a good groove, and we'll kind of see how the rest of the repertoire falls into place moving forward. But that's going to do it for today's edition of this pitcher video breakdown. As always, you guys should sub this channel. We're getting close to 2,000, which is pretty awesome. We just started this year. Yeah, sub, like, all that fun stuff. But that's going to do it for today. So as always, may your BABIPs be low. Ain't no strikeouts high.